I'm Nu-Trix, and today we're looking into AI mastering for music. If you don't know, I've been working on an album. I started last summer as a challenge to do 6 songs in 6 months, which I was not able to finish, but I am still finishing the album. So I'm not stopping anyway. It's just going to take me more time than 6 months. That's it. So I'm on that thing, that album right now. And I'm at the stage where I started to master some of the songs. And in the last 3 or 4 months, I've been playing with actually 3 different AI mastering software that are online. They're interesting. Honestly, they push me into the right direction. The last one that I want to talk about today, it's called Masterchannel. I want to explain how it works. I want to show you how to use it, which is fairly easy. And I want to talk about the result. Honestly, to be clear, using mastering by somebody else or using mastering by AI is a humbling experience, because I did my master in the past, and I found they were okay. I was proud to make them. So my mix is done in this room with the speakers I have, with the small space that I have, no critical environment to listen to music. I mean, it's a great place to create video, to learn, to practice, to all that stuff. But to make critical decision about what I hear and what should be on the album as a final mix, it's not a perfect room. And I'll do other videos about how a room could be converted into a critical listening room. But let's take it from the reality of the point is that right now, this is not a critical room. It's a okay room to listen to music. And when I do my mix and then I master them using AI, in this case, Masterchannel, what comes back tells me if my mix was good or not. And that's very humbling. There's songs that I had to revisit the mix at least 4 times before the master would be okay. What I mean by that is that if you send a bad mix to a mastering solution, and I'm saying any mastering solution, it could be somebody, an engineer that mastered it. It could be a plugin that does mastering and matching. It could be an AI mastering service. If you send a bad mix, too much bass, not enough this or too much of that, it will not repair it. It will enhance everything in your song, and then you'll hear artifacts. You'll hear, wow, my bass is at the right place, but my pad at the back is always pumping because it was too different in volume. So then when there's no kick, it boosts the pad, and when your kick plays, it brings it down because it cannot be at the same volume. All these errors because your kick is so loud, and it's so loud because of what? Because you don't hear the bass in your room, because your room has a problem with controlling the bass frequency, the standing wave, which is totally normal for home studios. Even in bigger studios, it's something that they have to fight and figure out a way to get rid of the bass frequency. So my problem was I did these mixes, and then I listened to them here, sounded good. Listen with the headphone and go, okay, there's a lot of bass, but at one point your headphones are not perfect either. So you go, cool, there's a lot of bass, and that's it. But the master told me, no, you have way too much bass. And I did master using 3 different AI system. And the second one, I won't tell you which one, or I'll do another video to compare all of them. But the second one, when tried to fix a bad mix, got it to distort. It went to the distortion mode. So I'll do another video to show and explain how to hear these errors and go, okay, the way to repair it is to go back. But the one of the 3 that I tested that sounds the best and reacts in the most, Masterchannel is the one that feels the most natural mastering in the 3 that I tested. Not that the other one don't sound good. I mean, they all sound good, that's for sure. But Masterchannel, this solution, when I put stuff that was badly mixed, still made it better without make it sound worse. Whereas the other one just made them sound worse because it was a bad mix. So I just got it to sound bizarre. Whereas this one made it sound better, but it could not make it sound great because the mix was not great. It was just eh. How does it work? What is it exactly? Masterchannel is a solution online, Masterchannel .ai. I got a VIP account so I can test it out. And because I just call them and say, I'm actually mastering my album, so I would like to test different ones and talk about them. So they didn't ask me anything. They just say, well, we hope you're going to like it and try it out. Pricing, just so that people understand. You can freely upload your stuff, test it out, and preview. So you can just put your song in, listen to the result, go, okay, I like it. If you like it, then you can pay and download it. If you don't like it, forget about it. But even if you like it like that, you can still learn from your mix and say, okay, my mix was bad because it sounds weird and distorts or whatever it is. You can still use this just as a check-proof solution to verify that your mix was a good one by going through the mastering, even not downloading it after, just to confirm that your mix can be brought to a perfect master is because your mix was already really good. The unlimited is the access to the mastering AI per year, $180. That's US dollars. If you have monthly or you have yearly. If you go monthly, you've got $25 per month. Or the unlimited pro version, same thing. You get the mastering AI master, and you also have the Wez Clarke AI master. I have the two of them. So I will talk about the two. Let's say you work on an album, you mix all your stuff, you go into using the free, you preview all your songs, mastered, you see you're ready, you find it's good. It can go into unlimited for $25 for 1 month, pick all your songs, and then you pay $25. If you want to go the cheapest way, that's it. But if you find that you really like it and you use it a lot, you'll find yourself better going with a yearly. Let's say you pay for a year, $180. And honestly, it's less than paying somebody to master your songs. So, and what I love about this one, if I compare it to others that I tested, is the fact that there's no limit on how many songs you can upload and master. Whereas there's other songs where you pay per songs. In this case, I prefer this because if my mix not good, like I said, I can go back and remix and put it back in the system and see if my master sounds better than. If you go to menu, you go AI mastering, you take your song, drag it here. It's going to load it. It's going to load, analyze, and it's going to take maybe 5-6 minutes. It's going to be all in front of you. And when it's done, what you get, I'm going to go into account. I can go and see all my session history. And I've got this one here. So I click on this one, and it shows me that now what you get, I can always go back. I think I have 6 months of online cloud space to keep these songs. And after that, they were going to be destroyed. So you have 6 months to download them. So what you have after is you click on Analyze, and it shows you the analysis. So loudness unit full scale. And you have the before and after. So I was way down, which is normal because when you mix for you and you mix for your ears, you don't compress that much. You shouldn't, in my book. They got to bring the luff very loud after, which is where you should be. Peak, so the peak values have been brought higher, but it was already in the sweet spot. EQ balance was slightly lower than what should be for streaming, so you got everything. So it could be balance between high and low frequencies. It could be balance of different frequencies to have a better. So these are the three, but I would love to see numbers here. I'm a number guy. I'm a geek guy. I would like to see before and have the number here and number after. What I'll do, I'll show you. I did my own analysis, so I'll show you the difference. But that's what you get. And then what you get at the same time is you can actually switch between the before and after. And let's say I move right here, and this is a real full playback. You just go, I want to hear, and then after, before. So there's a clear difference. That was the original mix. So you can listen to all the thing and write down your notes if you want to, and then you can download just one window. There's no other control. You cannot say this is electronic, this is country, this is rock. You don't have anything to say. It analyzes it and does what it does. For my style of music, the analysis worked great. The process worked great. And I get a constant result between songs as I play them one after the other now. Some are louder because they were made to be louder. Some are softer. But it sounds a lot better. Also, if you go to the Wez Clarke, it's the same logic for this section. You just drop your file. It does the same thing as that. The analysis is based on the Grammy Award-winning engineer Wez Clarke. It's a session I did, same song, but using the Wez Clarke AI. And what I found is that it's slightly louder. Go back here, before. So same logic. And then you go download and you get your song. So I downloaded the two of them. I did that for the 5 songs that I'm working on. And then what I did is just for, I mean, they all sound good. Honestly, I listened to all of them. The next thing I did is I took them, the 3 versions, so the original, the Wez Clarke AI, and the mastering AI, and I put them into my other software and on different track, and I went through analysis just to know the numbers. And we'll do that together. You'll see the results. What I have here, I have open 3 version, and on each of the tracks, I put 2 analysis meters. You have one from IK Multimedia here. That's for the original mix. You have this one here, which is also, it's Insight from Isotope. It's also on the same track. So these 2 are the same track. So different ways to look at it, but we'll see this, and we'll have the history at the bottom here. This one is the AI mastering version, and this one is the AI mastering Wez Clarke edition. And the last one, because I don't have enough space for all of them, the last one is also on the Wez Clarke version. So you will be comparing the original one on the left to the Wez Clarke AI mastering on the right. And in the middle, we have the same information, but for the AI mastering, which you'll see is going to be slightly less loud, but I don't see a huge difference in my style of music. Just to be clear, you will be hearing the original tracks that have been downloaded from Masterchannel with nothing else modified to it. Of course, it might be modified by the YouTube algorithm when they encode the video online, but I'm going to put it straight there without anything touching it. So let's just play it. Right away, the volume here, and RMS and LUF here. Right away, this one's slightly louder, this one's a little bit softer, this one's a lot softer, which is normal. See how bass here done. Minus 24. 15. The width here is larger than the original. Where we try to be between these values for the average, here we're way under. What's interesting to note here is that the integrated value here of the LUF goes to the same information. And it might be at different point as the song progresses, but at the end you see it's 19.3 full scale LUF here. Same thing here, we've got 10.4, minus 10.4, minus 10.5, so we're close. Basically, we get about 9 dBs between the original mix and the final mix that has been done. So you get 9 dBs of boost, basically. And this is what we saw in the other screen when we just saw the LUF difference. So there's 9 dBs of difference in this mix. We see all as the song progresses at the bottom here. We see how it's still got these dynamics happening. So it's not just all squash, but the difference between this difference here and this one here. So of course it's smaller because this was the original and then this is a bit boosted, but it's still got dynamics into it. I mean, we start softer and becomes louder. So it's not always full on, which is what I want. I want a song that becomes louder as we get into it. I'll look at just the EQ now, the differences between the two EQs. So we have here, this is the original mix. These two here are for the AI Wez Clarke mix. Let's play that. You can see that here, this is differences between the loudest here and here are more pronounced than the differences between the bass and the soft high frequency. This is less different. So they EQ'd it so it would actually fit. You can see on the graph that all the red ones are louder. All the blue section means it's softer in volume. So you see, you hear less of it. And you see that this is a lot more white and reddish, whereas this one is more purple and black, meaning that the volume is softer here than here, or this section here. All of these, compared to these here, are louder. So the EQ is happening, but still keeps a relationship between the two. So it still is an honest representation of the original. It doesn't like move them up for no reason. Bring them up, make them more obvious, but it still is in relationship with the song. This is it. This is what the AI mastering solution from Masterchannel is doing. I'm pretty happy with it. It's honestly one of the best solution I found in the different one that I tested. And I see no reason why I should spend hours and hours in mastering in a place that is not even critical acoustically treated. I'm going to do a series of video about how room acoustics can destroy your mix and how you can try to get the best out of what you have. And then if you want to go further, what are the options? And I'll look at different options to better your listening environment and have a more critical listening point so you can actually make decisions and decision that will actually affect the mix in a good way. And then when you move your mix to another place, it sounds right. This is something else I'm going to talk in another video, is about how to use an AI mastering solution like this one. You don't have to download. You can just load it in, preview, and listen. And hear your errors, and then go fix your mix before sending it back to the mastering solution. If you're a geek like me and you want to know all the information and you want to hear the full version of the songs, what I'll do, I'll put on the members section in the YouTube channel the full versions of the 5 songs that I have mastered right now. Exclusively, you're going to be able to hear the songs in the raw format, the original mix, and you'll be hearing the mastered version that I selected. And I'll show you for each of them, same logic, comparing the result or the analysis of the two, and you'll have a better understanding of what the master did to my songs. So if you're into that, it's going to be in the members section very quickly. I'm just doing all these videos for the other songs. So that's it for Masterchannel. I like it. This is the solution I'm going to be using for mastering all my songs for this new album. Check it out. It's free anyway for the preview, so why not test drive it? Stay safe, make more music, and see you soon. Cheers.